Welcome to the July 22nd meeting of the Milledgeville Rotary Club. Please silence your cell phones, and as Ed Hall comes up and leads us in the prayer, pledge, and four-way test.
Our Father, we thank you this day. We thank you for the blessings that we receive at your hands each day. We ask that you would have mercy upon those who are less fortunate or have special needs, and for all of those who are facing the issues of health throughout the nation and the world. And Lord, we ask that you would bless our efforts and service through this club, and we would ask that you bless our troops and service around the world, and we ask that you be with us during this meeting today. We ask in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
Join me in the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Join me in the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. First is true. Second is
fair to all concerned.
Third,
will it build goodwill and better friendships?
And fourth,
will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And fifth, is it fun? All right. So the last time we met, we had $23 in our cart bucket fund. Can I get two people to do a $10 match? All right. Thank you, Nolan. And anyone else? Okay. We got Jennifer and Frank. All right. Well, thank y'all for the match. William's not here. Do we have any prayer requests? Okay. If not, anyone have any other announcements? Jan, you want to, Jan Horton, our assistant district governor, has two programs to tell us a little bit about before we move into the program.
Thank you, Tom. I just wanted to give you a very brief update on a couple new programs that are coming to our district. But first, I want to let you know that GRSP is back. We have a few students, not a lot right now, but a few students that are coming in this semester. We hope to have a few more next semester, and then it'll start full blown in the next Rotary year. Also, RILA, the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy that we hold in June for the high school students, will be held also. That we've had to postpone for the last 2 years, so we're anxious to get that back. The two new programs, one is called the Rotary Youth Exchange. This is a program that Rotary International has had for quite some time now, and there's like hundreds of clubs that already participate. For whatever reason, Georgia has never participated before, but starting next year, the 22-23 Rotary year, we will be partnering with Florida, and we will be part of the Rotary Youth Exchange. This is similar to GRSP, but it involves a high school student coming from, you know, an international country and spending time anywhere from 3 months up to a full school year, actually living in a home and going to the local school. So there'll be more information on this as it comes up. The committee just started, their first meeting was last week, so it's brand new. So I don't have a lot of information about it. The second program is one that you can participate in already. It's called Laws of Life, and a little brochure here. As many of you know, your club participates in the annual speech contest, and that is not going away. But this is an essay contest, which is for high school students, and it was started, I don't know how many years ago, but it was designed for students who just are uncomfortable getting up in front of a lot of people. So they write an essay, they turn it into a committee that has representatives from all of the district Rotary clubs throughout Georgia, and then they do their thing and read them and decide who the winner is and announce it. It does not follow the Rotary RI theme for the year. I'll give you an example of the state winner this year. He took the theme, true happiness comes from making others happy. So they pick some type of a little saying, and then they write an essay on how it impacted their life. This young man started walking his teacher's grandmother's dog because she no longer could do it. And he tells the story of how that happened. So your club can do this if you choose. You can still do the speech contest. You can do both, either or. And there's more information on this on the website under youth. And if you need any questions or need any extra information you can't find there, just let me know. Okay, thank you. Oh, let me get you your banner. One more thing. Here's your new banner for this year. Serve to change lives. Isn't that nice?
Mhm.
So there you go, Tom.
Thank you. All right, next, if I can have Greg Bleakley, our Sergeant at Arms, come up and give the report.
We have one guest today. Carla, if you'll introduce your guest. Oh, sure. Know we met him before.
And Greg, you have the numbers and drawing for the 50/50 raffle?
I'm ready for the drawing. Sold a lot of tickets. Appreciate that.
We'll let our guest Eric draw.
Absolutely. Step this aside. We don't want anybody drawing cards behind it. The curtain. Somebody make try foul.
Matter if I'd like that message ticket.
I don't know. I don't think we have a rule on that. Okay, the winner is 936.
No. All right, Susan.
Susan, come on up. Draw a card. We're looking for the Queen of Hearts, right? Nine of spades. Thank you for playing.
Greg, you want to pull that one back out?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. Wendell, you want to come up and let's do some happy dollars today?
All right, man, I hope everybody was glad to have Tom here on his first day.
Yeah.
Doing a great job so far. And, yeah. Remember now, so when I call on you, you're gonna tell us who you are, all right? I got $3. I got $1 for my best friend and my rock, Susan Allen, who's back with us today, just retired. Hired about 3 weeks ago, and no counseling sessions for me in the last 3 weeks. I know she's happy about that. My second one is for my new best friend Greg over here. I got a chance to say hey to Greg. He and his wife moved down here from Athens. Said he just loved the lake. And so Milledgeville Group, good place, all right? And then the third thing is $1 for whoever's gonna follow me with some positive news. Jim Fain, my man. All right, so introduce yourself. Who are you?
Thank you, everybody. They hooked up my permanent power with our new construction. It's been 8 months and we should be able to get it in the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Deerfield Lane.
All right. All right, good. Darren, I can always count on you. Tell us who you are.
Derek Williams.
Oh,
Look at that. Three, I'm not doing one. $3 for, I found out my third grandchild is another girl.
yes. $3 How about that? All right, good. Who else got something today? Don't stop me at 2 now. Somebody, Tom, appreciate
I
you.
think I got some money
Let me
here.
think it now. Here we go.
All right.
What we got, Tom?
I've got $1. So celebrated my 51st birthday this weekend. So one more trip around the sun.
several birthdays and anniversaries last week. And so we appreciate that. So anybody else? I appreciate it. And, good seeing everybody. It's good and warm out there today. We've been getting wonderful rain. Everybody's yard looks good. It's a good time.
Looks tall.
Good time of the year. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. All right.
Thanks,
There you go.
Wendell.
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot. All right. If there are no other announcements, Jim Fain, if you will, come up and introduce our speaker today. She's on. She is now.
Hey, Carla. Hey, Carla. Growing up in Macon, there are several families that you turned your head around backwards if you had opportunity to meet. The Redding family, who I've been friends with her brother Otis III for 35 years. They are a dynamic family. I'm going to let her tell you how dynamic she is. But what you need to know about Carla, she's the head of the Otis Redding Foundation. She's in the leadership class of Macon in 2015. She's on the board of the Georgia Music Foundation. Her and her mother, Zelma, control all the likenesses and the catalog of music for her late father, Otis Redding. And she's just a dynamo, and they do a lot of good things in Macon with music for the kids, and we're not quite close enough. So it's been a mission of mine to get Carla, who is a Rotarian, by the way. Do you get a makeup today? Hope so.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
I wanted Carla just to tell you about the good things they do and just everything they do in Central Georgia. So Carla Redding Andrews, take it away.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am sorry I couldn't be there in person. We've been trying to do this with you all for a while, and I hope everyone can hear me. But I'm delighted to be here with you today virtually. And it's always an honor to be invited to speak to other Rotarian clubs, and especially Rotarians like myself. As they said, I am Carla Redding Andrews. I'm the executive director and vice president of the Otis Redding Foundation, as well as I assist my mom, co-partner with her to manage all the affairs as to the estate of Otis Redding and everything that we do with his songs, his name, image, likeness, etc. One example of that would be specifically the new Respect movie that's coming out with Jennifer Hudson, who's in it and starring in it. That movie happens to be about Aretha Franklin, but that song title belongs 100% to Otis Redding. He was the writer for that song. So we control every aspect of how it's used as the title for movies, how it's used in the movie, how it's used as merchandising, all of those great things. And it took me a while to get to this point to be able to accept the fact that I have no choice but to be in the music business. I graduated Georgia Southern in 1985 and had vowed forever never to set foot in the music business, even though that is my life. And here I am today doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do, but I wouldn't change my life for the world. It is always such an honor my volume is low. You might need to turn it up on your end because I have it up high on mine. I don't know if you think you can you hear me a little bit better now? You guys have a chat? Because I have it as high as it'll go on mine. Tom, can you hear me?
Carla, we're working on trying to get the volume turned up over here.
Okay, well, I have it as high as it'll go on my end. Yeah, my volume is up really high to the last volume. Let's see. Just let me know when you think you have it.
Try to get now.
Okay, testing.
Oh, here we go.
Hear me now? Got it? Okay. Shall I continue? Now there's an echo. How about now? Can you hear me now? Great, awesome. So as I was saying, you know, I had vowed to always be on the marketing communication side of corporate America, which I did for a number of years prior to moving back to Macon. I was marketing director for Perimeter Mall, or the Rouse Company in Atlanta, Georgia, and I enjoyed that position so much. But with the birth of my first son, my husband and I decided to move back to Macon, Georgia from Atlanta. And I'm certainly glad that we did, because now I'm able to do things that are so enlightening and inspiring, not only to assist my mother with all things Otis Redding, but also the music and education programs that we do through the Otis Redding Foundation. As you guys know, we started the foundation officially in 2007. My father was already being very philanthropic even before his untimely death. His plans were to have an annual summer camp for kids, to bring them to his 300-acre ranch situated in Jones County, Georgia, and invite them to learn everything about social well-being, self-improvement, self-motivation, all tied to music and arts. So he was only able to do that camp 1 year before his untimely death on December 10th, 1967. So my mom had continued to be philanthropic, supporting the efforts of the Boys and Girls Clubs, young people who wanted to continue their education at other colleges and universities around the state of Georgia in the areas of music. And in 2007, it was a significant anniversary for my father's birthday. And I told her, I said, we should officially form the Otis Redding Foundation and set out to do programs that promote music and education and how it supports academics around, not only in Middle Georgia, but around the state of Georgia. So that's what we did. And we connected it to an exhibit that opened at the then Georgia Music Hall of Fame called Dreams to Remember, the Legacy of Otis Redding. And we did our first annual summer camp where we had about seven kids. We were lucky to have those, we were proud to have those 7 because we didn't know how many kids we'd have. Here today, since 2007, here we are now having 3 summer camp programs. One camp runs for 2 weeks. The other camp runs for a week and varies separate weeks. We are doing camps around the state. We've partnered with the Boys and Girls Club in Albany, the Boys and Girls Clubs in Athens. So we're being asked to present our programs around the state. And we focus our Camp Dream program on ages 5 to 11, which we just wrapped that program 2 weeks ago. It's a scaled down music and arts education program and give the young kids an opportunity to write their own song. We just finished that song, so I hope you'll go to our website, otisreddingfoundation.org, so you can hear that song. As well as we just ramped our 15th annual Otis Music Camp, where we hosted that program virtually. This was the second time we had to do it virtually due to COVID, but we had 42 kids. They were able to write, record, and produce their own music and collaborate with musicians from around the world who come and work with them to be to be coaches. So we do a lot. We also offer here at the Otis Redding Center for Creative Arts private lessons. We have summer programs or year-round programs actually called We Write the Songs, where kids get to learn and write songs, express themselves through poetry or in songwriting or be musicians. And we do that every quarter. We have that program. So to date, we've hosted or sponsored Over 3,000 kids since 2007 have come through our programs. Most have gone on and become very successful musicians. Most of them have gone on to become very successful people in the corporate world. And it's amazing that we have some of them that go on to be doctors. We have a young graduate who was a coach this year, who is entering graduate school this fall to become a surgeon. So we've really been able to inspire a number of kids who are underserved in this community. As you guys know, in the school systems, the first thing to get cut is music and the arts. So we are that catalyst to kind of blend all of those things together and be able to provide young people with the opportunity to express themselves. And really, we teach them how important that self-expression is. And also we teach them to empower each other. We are embarking on building a new creative artist ready Center for Creative Arts facility that we hope will be open in the fall of 2023. We have outgrown our space located at 339 Cotton Avenue. We're overflowing with kids who take private lessons as well as participate in our programs. So we now know that we need a bigger space. We're looking to situate that right in the heart of downtown Macon. We'll take the existing space and continue to make that the Otis Redding Museum and expand that into a bigger museum telling the legacy of Otis Redding. And not only the legacy of Otis Redding, the legacy of Zelma Redding will continue in that too, because without my mom, there would not be an opportunity to do any of the things that we do. So again, like I said, it's just, you know, amazing that how long I just fought to push away from being a part of the music business. And now I wouldn't change, of course, being the daughter of Otis Redding for anything, the daughter of Otis and Zelma Redding for anything. And most importantly, being able to impact the lives of so many young people in this community and beyond with our music programs. So I am open to any questions that you might have. OtisReddingFoundation.org is our website where we, you know, make sure that we keep it updated with very successful things that we've done. I do want to share with you that one of the most important things that we're proud of is we have supported a young African-American gentleman to become an orchestra conductor who now lives in Berlin. And his name is Roderick Cox. I do want you to Google him because he's very successful. My mother supported him from the time he graduated Central High School in Macon, Georgia, to when he went on to Columbus State University, the music school of Schwab there, and supported him through all of his extra training that he needed to become an orchestra conductor. So I think that he is our biggest poster child right now, although there are so many that are going to come from all of the benefits and services that have come from the foundation. So please Google Roderick and see the great things that he's doing. He always talks about the foundation and the impact that my mother made on his life. So please Google him. The other thing here at the foundation is, you know, we do sell official Otis Redding merchandise, which can not only be found at OtisReddingFoundation.org, but also OtisRedding.com. And those proceeds from the benefit of all of those t-shirt sales and vinyl and CD sales, they support our mission to be able to provide music and education services for underserved kids in this community. So if you're feeling that you need a great gift, a great Otis Redding t-shirt, a new Otis Redding vinyl, which all of that has been remastered and put on vinyl, and it sounds amazing. Please, you're welcome to order online, or even better, it'd be great if you visit us here at 339 Cotton Avenue at the Otis Redding Museum and the Otis Redding Foundation offices. So I think I've told you a lot about myself. And like I said, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you all may have. And I hope you do have questions.
Paula, has there been any discussion about a movie for your dad now that a lot of artists from that era have had these biopics made and all, and then y'all control that very, very tightly, but has there been any talk of a movie?
Hey, Carl, I'll repeat that. It's probably hard to hear. Jim Fain was asking if there'd been any talk of a movie, since a lot of artists are having those come out now.
Yeah, there are conversations about a movie. We can't disclose anything on it, but I think my mother has kind of put things in place to where that might happen. And of course, you know, as her main ask was to make sure that we control the messaging, because Otis Redding and also my mom, very smart people, and during that era, they were able to do things that normally just would not happen between 1959 and 1967. So yeah, I hope that does happen. We're looking forward to that happening. And I will certainly keep you posted, and make sure you visit the website, because the message, as soon as that announcement is made, it'll be there.
Where do you find on the website the song that she's talking about?
So Carl, the question was, where on the website can we find the song that the kids wrote?
So if you will go under camp Otis Music Camp, and if you'll click the tab down, the songs should be there. Now, we didn't put their entire songs on there because we don't want anybody to take the kids' music and use it for their own, although it is copywritten underneath the publishing company for the Otis Redding Foundation. But on the opening homepage of the Otis Redding Foundation website, that song, you can hear that one, and it won an award this year. The song was entered into a contest for high school students around the world. That song won the best song for high school students around the world. And it's an amazing song. And it's we did a video to go with it and everything. So please take a listen to that one. I mean, these are the most talented kids that I've ever experienced. I mean, since 2007, we must have over 500 songs that the kids have written. And I tell them all the time, don't think that because you wrote a song back in 2012 that somebody can't pick up that song and want to use it in 2020 or 21. And so we keep them registered. We get asked all the time, can you send a song for Disney? Can you send a song for that? So yeah, we're making these songwriters really know that they need to make sure that they know their worth when it comes to the songwriting.
All right. Any other questions?
Are you involved in any schools in Central Georgia as far as music programs?
So the question was, are you involved, what schools in Central Georgia are you involved in as far as the music programs?
So we're involved with Howard. Most importantly, we're involved with Central is one of our key schools that we connect to because of their wonderful music and arts programs. Actually, a lot of our coaches come from Central. We're also involved with the middle schools around the state. We go into the middle schools and present a program called Beyond the Notes. And that program really teaches the basics of music theory, music genre, how to protect your vocal cords, how to do the basics of training for piano. So we are involved with all of the schools in the district, and also Jones County. We're involved with those schools as well. So if there's a school in Milledgeville that we can partner with, we certainly would look for the opportunity to do that as well. And you know, this virtual platform has made it so easy to reach kids just around the world. So we've opened ourselves up and our coaches and our programs to anyone who wants to be a part of them, because they've really made a difference.
Any other questions? All right, if not, Carla, thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody, can we give her a round of applause? We look forward to seeing the great things that you're all doing through the Otis Redding Foundation.
Well, we appreciate you and thank you for inviting me. And I hope to be able to come back once we, if we are able to do the movie announcement, and of course to do the announcement for the opening of the new Otis Redding Center for Creative Arts. So I look forward to getting back together with you all soon.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you.
All right, we have any other announcements? If not, we're adjourned.